Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we have another Japanese game for us that was kindly translated, it looks like. So we're going to jump in and see what we got. This kind of feels a little bit like, anyone seen Bastard? Alright, what we got for configuration? Attack, jump, right, left, message skip, and Redora is X. Okay. Fair enough. So, three buttons mostly. It still feels a bit like Bastard, only instead of being a kid that transforms, he just kind of appears. Alright. Jumping's not the best. I want to get up there. Obviously there's something up there, but how do you get up there? Alright, so you can dash and jump, but you don't jump any higher. You jump higher without dashing than you do. Alright. No, that's not doing it. Alright, so we don't have whatever that other ability is that it said, we don't have it. Luckily, there's no time limit. Alright, so... Huh. There's something there, but we cannot get to it at all. Alright, so we have the basic trope of... The guy's so big, he's just punching over our head. I mean, right now it's basic. I mean, we're getting to the start of it, so it's hard to say. The jump kick, at least right now, sucks. I feel like we're taking more... Dude appeared on us. Hey, calm yourself. Alright, so there's that way. Oh, I guess that was what... I don't know what those do. Oh, look at that. Okay. So that's how we get there. We just go back. Interesting. The jumping still sucks. Like, honestly, the way the hitboxes are for jumping, it's making it a little more difficult than it needs to be. Okay, so that headband looks like it's an extra life. Alright, so doing that, we got extra life out of it. And a bunch of, I guess, points. I mean, our points jumped like crazy. Otherwise, I don't know what those balls do other than give us points. Alright, so we got the next basic trope is spikes in the ground, right? Alright. Pretty basic so far. We're going to hope that it improves as we go. Alright, so we're just running. Okay, that sucked. Alright, oh, come on! So the screen's just like... Alright, fair enough. Alright, so we got a boss. Kick in the face. Okay, I hope this is just practice, because this is pathetic. I mean, that was not much at all. All right. All right. So it really does feel a lot like Bastard. Like a lot of this just kind of feels like I mean, it's obviously a little different. But for as much as difference as it is, it feels kind of the same. Okay, so that uses our scrolls and a lot of life, and some life, in order to use it. That's what our special attack is. Okay. The jump sucks. Like this is a side-scrolling game that requires you to jump, and we cannot jump for shit. Hitbox. Okay. Oh, we almost. Hitboxing kind of sucks. I mean, level design looks decent enough. Our sprite work is good. I mean, we have a good-looking character. But the gameplay kind of falls flat. And falls a lot. So we got every trope in the book so far. We got disappearing... Okay, that was pathetic. Alright, updrafts, disappearing things. We'll go this way. This game does do a lot as far as sending you... I've got another extra life. Kind of back from where you're going. You have to go forward to go backwards to go forwards, apparently. God damn. Like, it's not only the jumping, but it's the way they have the hitbox, the boxing in it. It's just really poorly done as far as getting onto things and doing stuff. Well, and then we have the falling. Again, I think those are just points. Oh, wow, we got... Got knocked around by that guy. Okay, so the eyeballs give us health. Ah, the jumping. More of the same, typical. Hey, get back here. Where'd it go? Oh, he just... Oh, that was my bad. My bad, he disappeared on us. Alright, so we just can walk on that. Alright, more of that. Alright, so we're going to go back again. Ah! God, the jump sucks so much! We're taking more damage because of the jump being absolutely atrocious than anything else. That is just... Oh, God. Like, it's very disappointing, to say the very least. Like, it is just absolutely disappointing. This game had a lot more potential, but it just sucks with the jumps. I mean, it's a platforming game that, as you can see, requires a lot of jumping, but the jumping sucks so much. God. Alright, fair enough. We missed the thing. That's fine. I don't even know why we bother. We could just... Oh, we can't go up here. Okay. That's why we bother. We fall. We jump. We go. Okay. And it's like he has to pause when he lands. We don't even get health for that. That sucks. Alright. What we got? We're in a boss. I hope it's better than the last one. We did wind up getting 5 extra lives so far. The jump kick sucks. We have a jump kick that is almost useless. Wow, this is sad. The sound effects is fucking hilarious. Oh, we were in the wrong spot. This is sad. The sound effects is hilarious. We were a little too far in front. Honestly, the controls suck. Everything is very sluggish. The jumping is garbage. The bosses are pathetic so far. I mean, we pretty much beat the guy without getting hit, but We tried a jump kick, and of course the jump kick sucks, so he took a massive amount of damage. And we're in one little poor spot the other time. I wouldn't be surprised if we could do this without being touched at all. The sound effects, though, man. The sound effects are great. Ah, I wasn't turned around. Alright, so we're good here. Oh, it's like he's enjoying it. Alright, so we did get hit once from that. Fair enough. And then the off-screen stuff is annoying. Hey, the jump kick actually worked. Alright, the boss designs are pretty sad. We did get hit, which we probably didn't even need to. Could have done that better, but we just said screw it. Okay, we got... Okay, these bosses, these enemies are annoying to no avail. Get off of me, you... Will you just die? What the hell? Seriously. It's almost more aggravating than anything. These things are really stupid. So they split and then they take a lot of damage and they're just annoying. Alright. Aw, come on. Everything's just kind of slow and sluggish. Like, it looks nice. It plays well enough. But it's just very disappointing. Well, that was, we got all the back and then some. I mean, honestly, level design, it looks decent, but it's just pretty boring. Oops. Oh, so if you hold up and hit the button, we have an uppercut. Alright, that works. That's kind of cool. Alright, we're going to be in the annoying... I like that. That works. Alright, doesn't get everything, but, you know, it seems to work alright. This is annoying. Another trope that's just... Oh, we turned around. It doesn't cost us anything to do that, so, like, I like it. I mean, you want to like the game. Honestly, this is probably one of the best bosses so far. If it responded better to movement, I think we'd be doing better. Whew, that one was close. That one was actually kind of difficult. Not gonna lie. Just because the thing going and you're slow, so the turning around when you're attacking, I mean, honestly, I want to like the game, and it's not the worst game I've ever played, but really, oh, this is gonna be... At least you don't die. But it's going to be just annoying as hell. It's poorly done. Like, all in all, and of course the birds, right? Of course the birds. We need health badly. All right. Fucking birds. Give me my life. There we go. Whew. Ah. Come on. This is so annoying. God damn. Everything about this game. Every enemy has this just annoyance factor more than being enjoyable. Like, it's right there. You got to get right next to it, but then it just latches onto you and there's nothing. It's just so annoying. Oh, Jesus. Another? And the level, I mean, I'm honestly kind of like glad that the levels are fairly short. Oh, this is going to be one of those? Oh, it's so stupid. Alright, fair enough. Again, the bosses are pathetic. Like, cool design, like everything about it. But you can easily cheese the hell out of these. The way they have the hitboxing, there's so much wrong with the coding of the game. It really is disappointing because judging by the way the enemies go, it was kind of a cool, it could have been a cool battle. But in the end, it wound up just being very mediocre. Into the fire. All right. We missed the extra life and everything else. Really? Falling stuff. I mean, every trope you could think of from every single side-scrolling game ever. And the hitboxing, like I said, the hitboxing sucks a lot. So trying to hit things half the time just sucks. It's one of those overinflated difficulties that is only hard because of the way the game is encoded. Because we're having a hell of a time hitting things because the jump kick works like miserably. And the stupid, we're hitting and obviously we understood that it was a thing. So we're attacking, nothing. And then it just latches onto us and kills us. It's just so frustrating because there was so much potential of an awesome game here. Come on. Oh, we got the extra life. I don't think this is one of the ones that we can keep repeating. Oh, come on. The slide kicking bullshit. And the falling right onto us. God, that's so annoying as fuck, dude. Like, we're doing fine, and then the cheesy fucking flying ball that we can't hit. So again, we get hit by the ball by trying to jump kick it. And then we got on the fucking elevator as the fire starts going. You die, you... Oh, about damn time. And there's another one. Ah, then we got the fire. Alright, and now we can't get to this thing. This level just became absolutely fucking garbage, dude. Again, it's just bad. I don't know. I'm kind of over it. Like, the game had so much potential, but the jumping really, really, like, if you get rid of everything else, the jumping alone makes this game so aggravating. It's annoying. We're gonna die and take more damage because of the jumping mechanics and the fact that the way they code everything with like hitboxing and everything. Trying to land on things is annoying. The jumping is very erratic and doesn't always land, so to speak. And it just makes everything so difficult. The game looks decent. It plays okay. Combat's decent, but honestly, like we've played through how many levels, and we've seen the same like 2 enemies throughout the entire game. So right there is a big red flag of how just boring and unimaginative and how lackluster the game is, because they didn't change much of anything. Like, yeah, we had the Yeti that they added one of, and then you had the Sly Tackler, which is just annoying. Other than that, and the gray ball of bullshit that we can't hit. When half the time when you jump, we take damage. The jump kick. Let's not even get started on the jump kick. Most of the time, you're the only one taking damage from an attack, because it sucks so badly. The enemy designs are just, like I said, boring. They really didn't add new enemies to levels. It's all just the same thing. Level design, luckily, is short. The level design does seem decent, but unfortunately, it's attached to a lackluster game with, a bunch of just garbage enemies. They're just there to be enemies. Just poorly done. And the boss fights, like, the bosses could have been really cool and interesting, but they're so cheesy, as we saw. Like, the first, let's skip the very first rock monster where we just jump kick him in the face and he dies. But the first guy, you stand in one spot, he does his attack 3 times, you come down, you just punch him. And then you get to the other guy, you stand underneath him when he does his one attack and does nothing. You jump over the other one, and you can pretty much beat every single boss without taking damage or very little. The floating head was the only difficult one, only because of the way they cheese the enemies, having the ghouls that are hard to kill, that latch onto you, while we have the floating things. There's a lot going on that the only reason that it was even difficult. But for the most part, once you understand, just getting in front of him and just going to town on him just shreds his health and does stuff. So, like, he is the best boss that we fought and the hardest one, which is funny because he was just a random in the middle. And then we had the teleporting one, which could have been really cool, and her alternate form was nifty if they add more. But because of the way, again, with the encoding and the hitboxing and stuff, you can stand inside of her pretty much and just attack her while nothing happens, where she doesn't hit you with her tail, and she just dies. You just shred her. And it's just really garbagey. Some of the level design, they're really doing, it's more annoyance and cheese to be difficult rather than anything else. Like, the last level was just absolutely terrible. You have a ball that you could barely hit because of everything. The jump attack barely works. Trying to maneuver it when you have other enemies and fireballs shooting across the screen just makes it to where it's hard only because of the nuisance of, like, the ball that just completely annihilates your health that you could barely hit at any point. Is just, that is not how you want to design, like, the game. You want it difficult for other reasons than just a really cheesy mechanic on a garbage ball that you can't hit for whatever reason most of the time. It's just not very fun. So all in all, like, the game had potential. It looks decent. Level design was good, but enemy design was lacking, was just mediocre at best. Very little going on. Very sparsity other than some cheese in most of the levels. And then the boss designs, as we saw, were actually really bad. They could have been really nice, but they just didn't put any... It feels like the entire game was based on kind of the story, but they didn't put any real effort into the actual game itself, more so than, like, the little anime moments, where I think that this might be something, just might be a manga or a Japanese one that I'm unfamiliar with, that maybe they took the IP and they ran with a lot of, like, the little story thing, but honestly, the game just fell so flat because of just poorly done, whether it was rushed or just had a very bad game company that got a hold of it. I didn't even see who made it, but I didn't see any of the named things out there that could have actually made this game really functional and feasible. So all in all, it is playable. It's not awful, but there's so much wrong with it that it could have been a really good game, and instead it's barely mediocre. So with that being said, guys, thanks so much for joining. Until next time.